Good time. We can go as long as you want to.
It's hard for me to pick three because I became heavyweight champion. A lot was in my contract besides the $2 million that makes my deal.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving back into the ongoing story around Claressa Shields, and honestly things are starting to feel more dramatic by the minute. We are still talking about that press conference, the one with the flashy Rolls-Royce entrance that was meant to make everything look bigger, louder, and more successful than it really seemed. The whole moment was designed to show confidence, motion, and major progress, like everything was moving in the right direction. But here is where the story takes an interesting turn. After the event, Claressa went online and shared a surprising detail. At first, there were claims that the show and the fight were completely sold out. Then that message changed and the number dropped to about 41%. Later, she proudly posted that only 300 tickets had been sold, adding a flex emoji and calling it real promotion. That single post sparked a lot of questions and raised eyebrows across social media. 300 tickets after all the noise, the big entrance, and the attention-grabbing moment? That made many people pause and rethink what they had just seen. Was the event really as successful as it looked? Or was it more about creating a strong image than showing real results? Now things slow down a bit as Claressa starts talking about what she believes are her 3 biggest achievements over the past 10 years. This part caught my attention, and I think it adds a new layer to the conversation. Before we move forward and break that down, let's take a moment to watch the first clip and see how this story continues to unfold.
Good time. We can go as long as you want to.
It's hard for me to pick three because I became heavyweight champion, and that was my 5th division in boxing. I signed an $8 million deal and got paid $3 million before I even got inside the ring with a signing bonus. And I always just like to speak on like the longevity of things. So I was undefeated back in 2016, and I'm undefeated now, and that's really a big deal to me too. So I think if I say those 3 big things, and then of course, meeting the love of my life, Tapu. So that was another great thing to look at in the last 10 years. Those 4 things.
No doubt. I got a follow-up. Excuse me. I just have one follow-up question for you, Chan. And yeah, I just got one follow-up question. It's a hot topic. We gotta know. Claressa, was that you on the call on that show? People were saying you called into the show. They're like you. What are your thoughts on that?
If I did, so what?
Exactly.
So there you have it. Claressa Shields is back in the spotlight, once again talking about this famous $8 million deal that everyone keeps hearing about. She often brings up custom gear and big promises, but when you really listen to her words, it sounds like the full amount may not have been delivered yet. From what people are saying, the $3 million seems more like a starting payment instead of the complete deal. That alone has made many viewers pause and question what is actually true. What added more confusion is that in an earlier live video, she claimed the entire $8 million had already gone straight into her bank account. Now the story feels different, and that shift has people wondering which version matches reality. The mixed messages have turned a simple announcement into a much bigger conversation online. Another moment that caught attention was when she referred to a married man as the love of her life. That comment quickly sparked debate. Many fans pointed out that Papoose is still married to Remy Ma, and that fact alone makes the statement feel awkward and uncomfortable to some. People began sharing old clips and quotes, reminding each other of how often he has publicly shown loyalty to his wife. That history made this new claim feel even more complicated. Claressa also recently admitted something else that surprised viewers. For a long time, she stayed quiet about a phone call made to Hood Champion Sports. She let people guess who was on the line, never stepping forward to confirm it was her. Now, she has openly said that she was the one who called, even explaining how she spoke in a roundabout way before switching to speaking directly about herself. That reveal added another layer to the story. Then there is the money talk again. At a press conference, she mentioned $2 million, which quickly became a hot topic in the comment section. Right after that, she jumped online and began responding to people who questioned her numbers. The back and forth turned into a lively argument, keeping the spotlight firmly on her and keeping fans glued to every new update.
Admit that her contract was only $2 million, and a whole bunch of fans had called.
A lot was in my contract besides the $2 million that makes my deal very, very lucrative. And I want to say, one, who has a press conference with millions of dollars of cars around?
let's slow this down and really walk through this part, because this is where things start to feel a little confusing for a lot of people. Claressa Shields has said more than once that the full $8 million from her deal was placed directly into her bank account. That sounds big, bold, and final. But when you listen carefully to how deals usually work, it becomes clear that it may not be that simple. Think about how contracts are often explained in sports. In football, for example, you might hear that a player signed a deal worth $50 million. That number makes headlines and grabs attention. But when you look closer, only a part of that money is guaranteed. The rest depends on things like playing time, performance, or staying with the team for a certain number of years. Basketball contracts can be different, but even then, there are often rules and conditions that must be followed. So when Claressa talks about this $8 million deal, some people believe that only a portion of it is truly locked in. From what has been said, it sounds like she may have received a signing bonus of around $3 million, which is money given up front just for agreeing to the contract. Then there are claims that another $2 million is part of the main deal. The rest, according to these stories, could be tied to how well she performs, how successful her events are, or whether certain goals are met. Now let's talk about that press conference moment with all the flashy cars and the big entrance. That scene was meant to feel powerful. It looked like something straight out of a movie with cameras, lights, and luxury all around. But here's the thing. That event took place in Detroit, a city famous for its auto show. That show is known for displaying some of the most impressive and expensive cars in the world. So when you think about it that way, the presence of fancy vehicles may not be as surprising as it first seemed. This leads some people to ask a simple question. Were those cars actually hers? Or were they part of the setup? Were they rented, borrowed, or just placed there to create a certain image for the cameras? There is nothing wrong with making a moment look bigger for show, but people start to feel misled when it is presented as something it might not be. Another place where this story really picked up speed was in the comment sections online. If you ever want to see how fast things can get heated, just look under any post that mentions Papoose. On a boxing page that shares clips and news, there was a video from the press conference and another post about Papoose doing a freestyle during the event. Some viewers felt that the timing was off and that it took attention away from Claressa, even though it was supposed to be her moment. People started sharing their thoughts, and then Claressa jumped into the comments herself. When someone said they liked a man who knew when to step back, she replied with a strong message. She told them to find a man who could help them land an $8 million deal and get $3 million wired into their account before a fight. That one sentence changed the whole conversation. Just days before, she had said that Papoose was not responsible for her success and that she handled things on her own. But now, in this comment, she made it sound like he played a role in helping her secure this big deal. That made people stop and think. If he helped negotiate or arrange part of the contract, then he would likely be getting something out of it too. That could mean he is acting as a manager, an advisor, or some kind of middle person. And if that is true, then the story about her doing everything alone does not fully line up. This is where rumors about him receiving a portion of the money started to feel more believable to some fans. If there is a financial connection, then it explains why emotions run high when his name comes up. It also changes how people view the whole situation, because now it looks less like a solo success story and more like a shared business arrangement. Another layer to this is the way images are built online. Remy Ma, Papoose's wife, once spoke openly about how she presented her life in a certain way. She admitted that she showed off cars, clothes, and a luxury lifestyle to sell the idea of a strong, successful couple. Later, she revealed that she was the one paying for most of it. She said she did it to protect an image and create a story people would admire. So when people see Claressa using similar language and showing a similar lifestyle, they start to wonder if she is doing the same thing. Is she shaping a story to make everything look perfect, powerful, and in control? Is the goal to protect someone else's image? Or even her own by showing success in a certain light? At the end of the day, what really stands out is how quickly one comment can change the whole narrative. One moment, the message is about independence and personal achievement. The next, it becomes about teamwork and support from someone else. That shift is what keeps people talking, debating, and sharing their opinions. Whether all of this is true, partly true, or just online noise, it has clearly captured attention. Fans are watching closely, reading between the lines, and waiting to see what comes next. Some feel entertained by the drama, while others genuinely want clarity. So now the floor is open. What do you think is really going on here? Is this just a case of words being taken out of context? Or is there more happening behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts because this story is far from over, and the conversation keeps growing every single day.